sun about to set here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, South Williamsport, Pennsylvania. That field on your left is now being vacated. We just had a Japan victory over Mexico, and they will all file back over here to Lamedy Stadium and the hill. The bottom hill has been filled for most of the day, and now that second hill is getting filled up as well. Massive crowds on hand as they get set to root on the team from Pennsylvania and that team from Taylor, South Carolina. It's like coming into Yankee Stadium and being the Red Sox. That's what they have to deal with. They decided home field advantage for the boys in blue tonight. Another home run. They have 6 homers today. Back-to-back no-hitters for Alex Edmondson. Another one. That's a brilliant slam for Cole Wagner. Way up on the hill. Ripped to left field, and it is gone. That's what they've been waiting for. Welcome back, everyone. The 2015 Little League World Series presented by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. And what a day and night we have had and will have in store for us as the team from Lewisberry, Pennsylvania, and all their fans, in fact, still traffic outside as they make their way towards Lamedy Stadium to watch the team who calls Redland Little League home, the representative from the Mid-Atlantic. We'll get to that game in a moment. Earlier today, 3 games between teams that were all unbeaten, and Joel Flores went yard early. A grand slam against Uganda, and Venezuela 2-0. They beat Uganda 7-0. What a pitching performance we just saw here at Lamedy. Big surprise, Ben Gottfried shuts down the powerful kids from California. He also hit a home run in that one. And a game that just wrapped up, Japan takes care of Mexico, Kabu Kikuchi. 2 RBI single there against them, so Japan improves to 2-0. And the teams that are 2-0, 12 of the last 13 years, Little League World Series champion has started that way. And we'll see if either Lewisberry, Pennsylvania, or South Carolina joins them as unbeaten. You also go 2-0, you get a couple of days off. You will not play again until Wednesday. Welcome, everybody, alongside Kyle Peterson and Nomar Garciaparra here high above Lamedy Stadium. I'm Carl Ravish. Jamie Sire is somewhere over our shoulder, and we'll get to her in just a moment. Let's start with a team that knows they are the underdog. If for no other reason, the team is being supported by about 35,000 in blue. They don't have that with them, but they do have a real good player on their team.
They do, and the story of day one for South Carolina was definitely Alex Edmondson. Why? Because he threw his consecutive no-hitter getting here to the Little League World Series and in the championship game in the regionals. So what does that mean? He's only thrown 12 innings pitched with no hits and 27 strikeouts. He had 15 strikeouts in that first game here at the Little League World Series, but he also brings a big bat with him as well. As in that first game, he goes 3 for 4 with a home run, 2 singles, and 3 RBIs. He's had 6 home runs in his last 5 games played. So he's definitely the center of that offense, but he also supported by another one, and that's Terrence Gist.
Yes, Terrence Gist hit a massive home run. We'll talk more about that in just a second. Speaking of massive home runs, nobody hits him further than Cole Wagner, and maybe more often than Cole Wagner does. And he, of course, is now going to be on the mound for Pennsylvania. You watch the kid. He grew 7 inches over the last year. He looks like a college/pro baseball player.
Yeah, I mean, on the mound and at the plate. Yeah. I mean, we saw at the plate the other night. It's as pretty a swing as you'll see, and I don't care how old you are. And from the left side, Cole Wagner, watch that front leg come up, the hands get to it. This is the first of 2 home runs. He had 4 hits for a Pennsylvania offense that just does not stop. Wagner in the postseason, since regionals, and I don't blame you, but I give that kind of reaction too. I loved it right there, but Cole Wagner can hit it as far as anybody in this tournament.
And how far do you actually hit the ball? Well, we're here behind home plate, and way out there somewhere amongst the people or the trees is Jamie Sire. James?
Yeah, Carl, that bullseye that you're looking at, it's about 350 feet away from home plate, and I can confirm it's really far up here. You guys look like ants when I was checking you out. I have some witnesses that were on hand to let me know that that is the exact spot where Cole Wagner's home run landed on Friday night. We're going to have a lot of witnesses in the house tonight. It is already jam-packed as you guys mentioned, for this game between Pennsylvania and South Carolina. And South Carolina with some firepower of their own. We have another bullseye even further away from home plate, about 370 feet. That is where Terrence Gist's home run landed. I think it just landed actually a few moments ago. I was talking to his family, of course, when he absolutely crushed that. It was a fun moment, and hopefully we're in store for more of them tonight as my camera guy Dirk and I off-roading here in center field, guys.
Stay out there, and it's nice of that little boy out there in left field to hold it. They're going to try to hold this guy in check, and he's going to try to slow down a South Carolina offense that can also hit. 7 runs, 12 hits against Rhode Island, 16 hits, 18 runs for Pennsylvania in their first game against Missouri. We may see some balls flying over the fences. Souvenir City tonight. The first pitch is coming up when we come back to Williamsport.
Summertime, summertime, summertime. I gotta get that feeling. Summertime, summertime, summertime. Cold in the summertime. Summertime, summertime, summertime.
That pauses the whole thing. But did that pause, or is that just pause that? Okay, next one. I can try it. I think just click that. Try that next week.
ESPN's coverage of the Little League World Series is presented by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes cereal. They're great! And in part by Pizza Hut. Experience the flavor of now by ordering at pizzahut.com.
And look at the hill at Lomini Stadium, Taylor, South Carolina. They get a chance to bat first. The coaches tell their kids, no pressure, boys, when we're playing this game. It's all about having fun and being really relaxed. Doesn't matter that 35,000 people are rooting against you. Let's meet those kids from Kellogg's Frosted Flakes tonight.
My name is David Mershon, and my favorite player is Chris Bryant.
My name is Brock Myers, and my favorite baseball player is Mike Trout. My name is Gage Lehman, my favorite player is Manny Machado.
My name is Bradley Lewis, my favorite player is Jose Abreu.
My name is Ryan Chapman, my favorite player is Mike Trout.
My name is Ryan Saw, and my favorite baseball player is Bryce Harper.
My name is Pate Williams, my favorite player is Freddie Freeman.
My name is Ben Tumblin, my favorite baseball player is Derek Jeter.
My name is Braden Galinsky, and my favorite baseball player is Buster Posey.
My name is Chip Johnson, my favorite baseball player is Chipper Jones.
My name is Braden Buffington. My favorite player is Craig Kimbrell. My name is Chance Gibson. My favorite player is Bo Jackson.
My name is David Clark, and my favorite player is Freddie Freeman.
My name is Alex Evanson. My favorite baseball player is Troy Tulowitzki.
Love Terrence Gist citing Bo Jackson as his favorite player. He hit one as far as Bo Jackson may have been able to do it when he was 12. He went over the light tower, and the big obstacle tonight is that guy right there.
Yeah, Cole Wagner's pretty good. We never talked about him at the plate. Well, numbers on the mound are just as impressive. That's in the regional. 2 starts, 9 innings, 13 strikeouts, hasn't walked anybody. Fastball into the mid-70s. So a power left-handed arm, and these kids from South Carolina, they don't have to supply too much power tonight.
Fastball changeup. You won't see many breaking balls from him. And here we go with Gabe Lehman. .74 miles an hour, and you see the yellow box there. 96 miles an hour if he were at a 60-foot 6-inch mound, which someday he may be. Let's pump it up a little bit and see if we can get to triple digit.
We just got there.
99. Almost. Lemonade, let's go. Nasty velocity from Cole Wagner to start this one. You get a chance in the upper part of your screen. You'll see the way that Pennsylvania does their defense. Because he pitches with such velocity, they'll move the left fielder and right fielder thinking no one's going to pull him. And they deem that the guy that's now in right field, Jay Kubler, is a little stronger outfielder than Ethan Phillips, who they love his bat. They're not shy if anybody hits it to him, but they move the outfielders around depending on which batter box the batter occupies.
They're trying to play the percentages, thinking that there's going to be more hit the opposite field off Wagner. I'd rather just see them stay put. Just go out there, stay put, go make the plays. I would agree.
Here's Chappie Ryan Chapman, 5-foot, 103-pounder, 0-2. Boy fouls one off. What a night here in Williamsport. What an event, the Little League World Series. And as we have seen in years past, when a team from Pennsylvania plays, the crowds swell. And this is a huge one tonight. To short, caught in the air over there by Jason Headline. And Jaden made a almost diving catch out of that.
This got in on Ryan Chapman just a little bit. Headline staying with it. The ball was one of those balls that looked like you had a beat on it and just kind of tried to get away from you as an infielder, but he stayed with it.
Like the approach, too, from Ryan Chapman. Didn't get it all, but he turned on it.
And this is now big versus big. Terrence Gist did a huge home run. Tries to pitch him inside. 5'10", 179. Another one inside. Take a look at this. You can hear it too. There's a light tower out there in left that's about 100 feet high. At least that's the estimation. It went over it. There's a strike.
Every time I see that home run by Gist, it's just how he was able to scoop that up and get underneath it. The trajectory right off the bat.
Good location from Cole Wagner.
Had a little cut to it, too. As if 78 from the left side wasn't enough.
Wagner, it's hard to imagine, he was 5'3" last year, and he's 5'10" this year. He asked his dad what he fed him. He said, everybody asks that. It's the same food.
Just more of it.
He's got a pretty quick back. Plus, this is the type of matchup you get the impression that Terrence is kind of into. I like this.
And if he makes contact, it's going a long way, both from the power of Wagner and Gist's power.
Ooh, a little change up there, and it's now 3-2. He took something off. And fooled Terrence. Look at that. They're only 46 feet away from each other. Swing and a miss. Wagner wins that round. And Pennsylvania sends him down 1, 2, and 3. A strikeout of Gabe Lehman. Line out by Ryan Chapman. And the heater by Terrence Gist. We'll see Wagner bat second when we come back to Williamsport. We're back looking down live at Lamade Stadium. The team from Pennsylvania coming to the plate after South Carolina struck out twice. And as we meet the kids from Pennsylvania.
My name is Cameron Walter, and my favorite player is Manny Machado. My name is Braden Coleman'sberger, and my favorite player is Jonathan Scope. Hi, my name is Jake Kubler, and my favorite baseball player is Yoenis Cespedes.
Hi, my name is Bailey Wirt, and my favorite player is Todd Frazier.
Hi, my name is Adam Kramer, and my favorite baseball player is Adam Jones.
Hi, my name is Jaden Henline, and my favorite baseball player is Chris Davis.
Hi, my name is Zach Soul, and my favorite player is Adam Jones.
Hi, my name is Jarrett Wisman. My favorite baseball player is Bryce Harper.
My name is Caden Pfeiffer, and my favorite baseball player is Jacques Peterson.
My name is Dylan Grudenhaber, and my favorite player is Dustin Pedroia.
My name is Ethan Phillips, and my favorite baseball player is Carlos Ruiz.
My name is Cole Wagner. My favorite baseball player is J.D. Wolf.
Hi, my name is Shane Krause. My favorite baseball player is Manny Machado.
You take a look at the hill here at Lamade, the winner of tonight's game off until Wednesday, and they have been gathering since 9 this morning. They handed out tickets to the stadium here inside, and they were gone in 90 minutes. And a lot of red shirts represented. Founded in 1734, a borough of York County. That's Baltimore, Oriole, Philadelphia, Philly country. 99 miles south of Williamsport, Pennsylvania, down near Harrisburg, and that is just a beautiful sight from left to right. Both hills, in fact, there's really a kind of a third hill that crests around left field. That's got some people on it. And this is just classic Little League. You go from a 5'10" power guy to a 5-foot little guy. Bradley Lewis, he'll be pitching to this team from Pennsylvania tonight.
It's all task for Bradley tonight.
Literally.
Trying to mix and match a little bit. Keep these guys off balance.
Braden Coleman'sberger will lead things off. He'll be followed by Wagner. This is a lineup that has played 17 games and hit 83 home runs. I like that pitch. Slow and away, but he's behind 2-0. Coleman'sberger this summer in all those games, 5 home runs, a .477 average. And he starts it off with a single into left field. And Pennsylvania off and running early.
Bradley Lewis tries to get in on Coleman'sberger. He did a good job bringing the hands in, getting the barrel out, and pulling that ball in the hole. Dad's happy with that swing. A nice base hit.
And that brings up Cole Wagner, the pitcher, this summer, hitting .692. Almost 700. He had 2 home runs in his first game. It's a good idea. They set up in the right-handed batter's box. And he's used to this type of treatment.
Book gets out pretty quick, doesn't it?
It's
just you take 2 swings like he did 2 nights ago.
3-0, and the issue when you do this to him, and other teams have tried, is that the guys behind him are all very capable. A team average of .459 in their 17 games. Walk Wagner and a lot of the folks in the crowd are like, wait a minute, we drove to see that?
Come on now, to 12.
I know. That was kind of the intentional, unintentional walk. Yeah.
Or the
I think it was fairly intentional.
Intentional. Unintentional, intentional, the other way around. Either way you look at it.
I think it was a fairly intentional.
Now Jaden Henline, the shortstop. He's got 12 homers this summer, so be careful. It's a good breaking ball in there for a strike.
Attaboy, Bradley.
There was a wake-up call for this team from Pennsylvania. It hasn't come against really anybody they have faced so far, but it came earlier today when Texas surprised California. And they took note of that one, too. All right, buddy. They're really big. They make a lot of noise in that batter's box when they get up there. They're kind of snorting. So here's what I think you should do. B-Rad is on the hill. He wants to play against Japan. He wants to play for the White Sox. That was the name of his first T-ball team, and he's the point guard of the hoop team. Remember, this is an umpiring crew universally that likes the high strike, because those were pretty good pitches, and probably during your Little League season, those are going to be called strikes.
And I see Bradley Lewis a little bit frustrated out there, getting down on himself. Those, we might see a coach's visit here really soon, just to kind of talk to him.
Yeah, that's a good point, though. I mean, the zone might be a little bit bigger in House League. It's a little bit tougher here. Good one there. The changeup. Ran it away from him.
Bases loaded for Ethan Phillips, the cleanup hitter with 8 homers this summer. Fair ball down the line. Wagner coming into the second run. It's kicked around out there, and now scoring his headline as Phillips goes to second. 3-0 Pennsylvania. And Ethan Phillips seems to be hurt a little bit out there on the base paths, but he picks up 3 RBI on this.
He gets that high leg kick, and that ball is just fair. Going over the bag, and effort out there is tough when it's bouncing against the wall for Lehman. But let's watch Phillips here. He started feeling something on his way to second.
Pitcher action down in the bullpen for South Carolina. And Ethan's going to come out of the game. Looks like he did something to his left leg, not exactly sure what. And you can see him point to the bag when he touched the bag.
Might have just hit it wrong going around, but put a good swing on it, that's for sure. Kept it just fair down the left field line.
So they put Cam Walter on second base. Chayton Krause up. And Pennsylvania, who has averaged margin of victory this year of 13 runs, now up 3 in the first. Message from the coach down the third baseline is just stay calm. You'll get it. Look at those numbers. 15 plus runs a game in the 17 they've played so far. Ripped, fair ball. Hit really hard by Krause. Walter comes in to score. And it is second with back-to-back doubles and a 4-0 Pennsylvania lead.
A lot of loud contact right here. I mean, these kids from Pennsylvania, we showed you the offensive numbers, but the swings match the numbers. That is barreled up and ripped down the left field line. Chayton Krause trades places with a base runner right there. Still nobody out for Pennsylvania. 4 runs in already.
Krause out there at second, a New Zealand native. His dad and mom still use words like mate and mum, M-U-M, around the house to keep him at least aware of where he came from, but he moved into that central Pennsylvania area and has certainly become adept at baseball, a big part of this team.
You're all right. Still got 5 more innings to go. We'll let Buffington see what he can do. Buff! Yeah, shake it off, baby. You're all right. We just got to hit the ball, guys. We're all right.
Hey, dude, you're all right. You got a lot more baseball to play.
A lot more baseball to play. I like it. So they're going to bring in Braden Buffington out of the bullpen. Your turn to try to slow down this Pennsylvania machine, a team that's now batting .613 at the Little League World Series. Braden Buffington is now going to be pitching for Taylor, South Carolina. They tried Bradley Lewis. That didn't work so well. He's given up 4 runs, 3 hits. A couple of doubles, a single, surrounded by 2 walks. And we get down to Dylan Rodenhaber. Rodenhaber's a nice story as he gets set to take some swings. He's a bit of a rambunctious guy. When he was younger, he went to school. He was in probably 3rd grade. Kind of got into a shoving match with the kid and learned over the next couple of days that that kid that he was getting in a shoving match with was actually a guy that deals with some issues at home that kind of slow him down. So Rodenhaber now volunteers to spend some time with kids who are dealing with autism. He spends his recesses and his lunch periods and has become very good friends with that boy. Amongst the friendliest kids on the team, and that's just a great thing to hear from Dylan Rodenhaber, the 3rd baseman, who's now looking at the 1-1 count. We'll see if there's a right arm to kind of pull to deal with this lineup.
Braden Buffington had very, very good numbers in regionals, but it was against a little different offense than this one. A different look. Righty is against lefty.
Good pitch. Swing and a miss. 3-2. There you go. First out, Pennsylvania, and maybe we found the key. Braden Buffington gets a strikeout. He looks like he's up for the challenge.
Boy, good start right there. Good little fastball that has some run down and under the hands of Dylan Rodenhaber. First out, first strikeout of the ball game for South Carolina on a very good fastball.
And Jay Kubler, the right fielder.
Yeah, they want to check that. Wondering if he went.
Go to the 3rd base guy.
Other side.
It's a lefty. Hello. Okay. This is really a soccer player at heart who's enjoying this baseball summer, a lefty. Left sock goes on first. Foul ball there. Big fan of crispy bacon. Is that something? Because you know soccer players, Nomar. Is that a thing?
I think that's a thing with all kids. I don't know if it matters whether you're playing soccer. It's just bacon in general. You're right. And it continues as you get older. Good catch. One of the players from Japan talking about that they don't have that much bacon over there in Japan. They said he was just crushing all the bacon while he was here.
Take some back to the room.
On the ground to second. Nice play over there by Hershon. David Mershon with a nice play, and there's now 2 down.
When they made that pitching change, Mershon came into the game as well as Buffington on the hill. And ground ball right at him, makes a fine play. Stays with it. It was kind of a tricky hop. It wasn't an easy hop as he was moving to his right. Stays with it, gets him out.
And now the coach of the manager, this is Caden Pfeiffer. He's the catcher. Home run, 4 RBIs. Steve Christman, the home plate umpire, hearing it from the South Carolina folks. This was Pfeiffer the other night. That big leg kick.
Go get it.
He almost wiped out.
That's just strike 1. We're all right.
Looks like he's mounting a horse.
Swing hard, young man.
3-1. That one, a little slider that runs outside. Unfortunately, the low strike is the one you really need, because you start pitching up against these guys and the ball will leave. That's outside.
But the leg kicks no more. I'm afraid to have a little leg kick to play.
Really high, big, long strike. Hey, working. You know, you can't have just one way to hit. You can't clone every hitter. You work with what they got. And as long as the bat's getting through the zone.
It seems to be.
All right, here he comes, Adam Kramer, Ace McSizzle.
Been waiting all day to say that.
The Sizzler. He wore number 11 when he was playing on his regular Little League team, so that of course was bacon strips. So they went with Ace McSizzle. The whole bacon thing with this team, and that one is over the head of the shortstop. In comes Kraus, and they are sizzling 5-0 Pennsylvania, and back to the top of the order in the first inning.
McSizzle has some good placement on this one. Gets it off the end of the bat. Outer half, you talked about it, Carl, up in the zone. That ball's up in the zone, and they're finding ways to get on top of it. And he gets on top of that one and just kind of sends it over there to left field.
Ace McSizzle.
Love that. And now BK, Braden Coleman'sberger for the second time. He singled and scored. Whew. You're not afraid to spin out. One guy who's got the best balance on the team is the biggest guy, Wagner, who's on deck. Way outside, no advancement. Really good job. Braden Galinsky behind home plate smothered that. Called on the corner, strike 3. So Wagner will lead off the second inning.
Well, it's all offense right now for Pennsylvania. Early on, down the line, they keep swinging it back. They put up a 5 spot, and they are hitting it hard.
Hey, this is nothing new to us, right? Right? Championship of state, we were down 4-0, same thing. Let's go out and swing the bats, just get back in it this inning. Chip away, all right?
South Carolina is back at Williamsport for the first time since 1950, their 3rd appearance overall. No team from the state has ever registered a victory at the Little League World Series until this year, when this team did it with a no-hitter against Rhode Island. They won that game 7-1, and this was the guy that threw the no-hitter and contributed to the 7 runs with a big 3-hit night, including a home run. Alex Edmondson. Fastball at 75. First pitch away.
like this matchup.
Good swing right there, wasn't it?
I like this matchup.
Even taller than the guy on the mound, 6 feet 160.
Oof. Well, he doesn't mind the velocity one bit.
He throws it. If you didn't see the no-hitter, he throws a fastball, but he's got a slider that starts at the right-hander's batter's box and ends up at the left-hander batter's box foot. Change up the middle, tough hop, fielded nicely by Henline. Wow, Jaden Henline flashing some leather for us.
Jaden Henline staying with this ball, back going to his left, and it took a tricky hop, almost handcuffed him a little bit, but he stays with it, gets the feet set, throws a strong throw across the diamond.
That's why he's the shortstop on this unbeaten team. That brings up Kip Johnson. He's the third baseman tonight. It just sounds hard when it hits the catcher's glove.
Nice and easy, too.
Yep.
And it's clean. Talked about the swing, but on the mound, it's really, really composed.
It's a called strike, too, on the inside corner. Pfeiffer and Wagner, the pitcher and catcher, best friends. They've been playing together for a long, long time. In fact, their dads are both on the staff, and they've been best friends since high school. Here's another strikeout. Took a little off of it at 76 with a little cut on it. Let's go down to Jamie.
Well, Carl, you mentioned that Cole Wagner grew 7 inches in the last year. His dad, who's one of the coaches, said he didn't really pitch for the last 2 years because, quite frankly, he couldn't throw strikes, and he wasn't very good. He was awkward when he ran, and he said when he was 8 years old, even just catching something was cause for celebration.
They get a little cause for celebration.
Now he's one of the fastest. He's one of the strongest on the team.
Well, Jamie, there was some cause for celebration, and the fastest and strongest guy just gave up a single and then thrown out going to second was Braden Galinsky. He turned around the fastball. But a good job by Zach Sawyer, threw it in. Coleman'sberger got it and slapped a tag on him. So there is no no-hitter tonight, but still scoreless. Welcome back, everyone. Our Fresh Take from Williamsport, brought to you by Subway. This team from Lewisberry, Pennsylvania, 20 for 33, 23 runs scored in 5. That's good. 9 different players have an RBI. Check that. And they batted around 3 times, including tonight in the first inning. And now Cole Wagner will step up to the plate. They sold those shirts out real quick in that area with a hashtag #WhyNotUs. And you heard the Redland chant as you look down at Lombardy Stadium, built in 1959 and hosting a huge crowd tonight. Here's Wagner. First pitch gets a piece of a corner for a strike. Not sure which corner, but I got a piece of one.
He is just crawling on top of the plate, too.
Of course he is.
He got a pitch to hit, and he pulled it foul. Just want to welcome the Baseball Tonight audience who may be looking at a future major leaguer. This is Cole Wagner at the plate. The count goes to 2-2. He's the pitcher tonight for Pennsylvania as we are on ESPN2. Nomar Garcia-Parra, Kyle Peterson, Carl Ravitch here. Wagner gone on one in the dirt, the throw down, and he's out. He was intentionally walked basically his first time up. He had 2 home runs in the first game, and this is a nice little piece of pitching.
Braden Buffington comes in. He's going after everybody. A little slider in the dirt right there. First time in this Little League World Series that Cole Wagner's been retired.
Jaden Henline lines one to right field. It's going to get down. And Headline is aboard. He's got a walk and now a single. And those of you watching baseball tonight, we'll just keep you here for a couple of seconds and show you Lomity Stadium. If you haven't watched the Little League World Series this year, we have had crowds in excess of 32,000 for each of the Pennsylvania games. This is a winner's bracket game. Both these teams 1-0. And if the winner tonight will play Wednesday, and if they win that night, they'll move into the United States Championship game. It's been a while since a team from Pennsylvania has won it all. You got to go back to 1950, Shippensburg. And this is a loaded team from Pennsylvania this time around. You're looking at Zach Soy, a 12-year-old, 5'4", 111. Go back to that first pitch that we all saw. That may have affected the Wagner at bat, that first pitch strike. Slow roller to first. Williams steps on the bag for the second out.
Oh, you mentioned that first strike, but Buffington going after him after that. Like he gets that first strike, and we've seen a couple of hits off Buffington when he came in, but they've been off the end of the bat. Yeah. Even that one by Henline, the bat before, it wasn't necessarily barreled up, but off the end, and then that one over there, that ground ball. So he's been doing a good job.
This is Chayton Krause. Remember, Ethan Phillips, for those who were watching, got hurt. He came out of the game, and now Krause bats. This is a team that's hit 83 home runs in 17 games. This is a guy, Chayton Krause, who came over from New Zealand with his parents back in 2007. Hit a grand slam in the state title game. He's got 13 home runs, second best on this team this summer, behind 1 and 2. That misses. Braden Buffington came on in relief of the starter Bradley Lewis after he gave up 4 quickies in the first. They tacked on another to make it 5. The 2-2 ripped into right field, over the head of the right fielder, and it's going to get down. Chayton Krause with a long single to go with a double, another RBI, and it's 6-0 Pennsylvania. Very little cheap about their hits so far tonight.
Well, Chayton Krause in his first at-bat, he pulls one down the line. I mean, hits a rocket and then goes the other way against Buffington. Good job by Krause.
All right, man, you did a great job. You did a great job. Excellent job. Excellent job. We just got to play the odds now. Good job, man. Team!
So if they lose tonight, they're going to play tomorrow night, and there's an effort now to kind of move some pitchers around. This could be fun, though. We're going to see Terrence Gist on the mound when we come back. Pennsylvania leading by 6. Welcome back, everyone. You're watching the Little League World Series, and we appreciate you doing it. It's presented by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. Carl Ravitch, Kyle Peterson, Nomar Garcia-Parra, Jamie Sire. Rudely interrupted Jamie. I apologize for that on that double with that close play at second, so she's probably mad. It's unintentional. We'll talk about it after the game. So Terrence Gist, who's really big and hits it really far. As we've been watching him warm up, he doesn't necessarily throw it really fast. There you go. Big T's got some velo in there.
Big T's just warming up. Now he's getting loose.
So obviously a time of their lives at 12, 11, 13 when they just grow at different stages. And Terrence and Alex Edmondson at shortstop, 7 inches for Cole Wagner. You never know where you're going to be when you're on that 12-year-old team. But this is one of the bigger guys, and so is the shortstop that's here this year. That's the high one that's called a strike.
That's the top of his arm. There we go.
Dylan walks in his house and his mom says chaos breaks out. He's got some older brothers. The door opens and it's just chaos. On the ground, charity hop, and the 3rd out. The Rodenhammer retired. Pennsylvania does score 1 more, and it's now 6-0 as we are through 2, the Little League World Series.
My name's Mark Nadot. My name is David Clark.
My favorite player is Robinson Cano.
Favorite player is
Dylan.
Oh, my favorite player is. Do you not see him?
Okay, perfect. You are done. Fun times here in Williamsport, brought to you by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. And the Redland fans, this Lewisberry, Pennsylvania team, they got some beads, we got some popcorn going down, and we're going to jam some more in there before we swallow that mouthful, no doubt.
Like that.
I do too.
Nice speed.
Never enough ketchup either. Never enough. Start the 3rd inning, and Cole Wagner's first pitch on the corner for a strike. Northwood Little League from South Carolina. Ben Tumblin. His name is Ben Tumblin. It's not like he's been tumbling. It's Ben Tumblin. You know? Because on this hill,
he did.
What'd you do today?
Okay.
I've been tumbling.
I don't know why I'm laughing at that.
I know why, because you can't believe it was said.
No. It's, people at home, I'm sure they're probably tweeting at me like, that's really funny.
They were thinking that.
Ben Tumblin. Foul ball. I think it may have more to do with like the 7 or 8 Little League World Series games in the last 12 you've done. Hours.
Close. These kids from South Carolina too, because even though you got a left-hander throwing mid-70s, they've gone up there. The swings are aggressive. They turned a few of them around.
That's a check swing. The one thing you notice too in the Bristol Regional is he's called out for a swing. Fastball pitchers get hit by Little Leaguers. New Jersey did a good job against Cole Wagner in that game. It was 12-0, but even talking with the coaches today, it didn't feel like 12-0. It was 3-zip in the 5th inning. They were hitting them. And they were held in check by a really good pitcher that day.
Well, you guys saw Alex Edmondson the other night, who, I mean, the fastball got above 80 miles an hour in that game, but the difference was really the breakable in that game.
Bradley Lewis. This is our buddy who started the game. I checked that. David Mershon now up. Mershon came in when they switched Lewis off the mound. Wagner is pretty under control. There's not a lot of wildness to that fastball, which is an amazing leap. You put 7 inches on, Kyle, from a year in which you couldn't throw strikes. That's got to be difficult. That's a challenge.
Well, and Jamie talked about it too. It sounds like he's almost more athletic now.
Yep.
Since he grew. And sometimes kids grow that much, then there's kind of that awkward phase. There's nothing awkward about this. I mean, everything is under control, whether he's on the mound or standing in the batter's box. Dad played baseball at a high level. Brett was a player at Wake Forest, and you can see his son has taken a lot from his dad.
Off the bag but Chayton Krause held it with his foot as Rodenhammer threw it for the out. So 2 men down here in the 3rd inning. Our schedule tomorrow as we continue with this tournament, the modified double elimination tournament. It'll start ESPN at noon Eastern time. Oregon and the Dominican Republic in a consolation game. Both of those teams eliminated from title contention. And then we get into the important ones. Mexico and Australia. That's an elimination game. So is Venezuela, Chinese Taipei, and California and Rhode Island. California did not think they'd be in that position, but they are going to deal with a Rhode Island team that's shown a lot of fight. They lost their first game at the regionals to Connecticut and had to come out of the losers bracket. They beat Connecticut in a walk-off. And they lost their first game here when they were no hit by Alex Edmondson and came back and won yesterday. Should be a pretty good game tomorrow night.
Well, 5-spot tomorrow in Williamsport.
5-piece. One to Pate Williams. Nope, on the outside. We'll get into the footwork of Cole Wagner next inning, Kyle, when he comes back to the mound. His feet do move all over the mound, and as a former pitcher, tell us if he's doing everything right. Certainly looks that way with the results as he strikes out another one. 5 strikeouts. And the fans of the team from Lewisberry raising their arms. Things are looking good again because of that guy. You have one of those in your team, you can do some things.
Back live at Lomity Stadium, and Jake Kubler will lead things off for the Pennsylvania team. And this isn't the first time that Jake's been here at Lomity Stadium or here at the Little League World Series. He says he's been here 6 or 7 times as a fan and with his Little League team, but it's always been a dream of his to be here as a player. He says he grew up watching these kids, idolizing them. They were his role models, and now he feels like he's the role model for some kids, and he says that's the coolest part about being here.
It's a good picture of the Cougs, and here he is. The other thing he was impressed by was Jonah Hill in Moneyball. So he's thinking about that statistician thing.
Said he likes math, likes baseball. Natural combination. Get Billy Bean on the horn right now.
You're a Stanford guy. Were you a math guy growing up?
Yeah.
You were, huh?
Kind of shied away from him when I got to college a little bit.
I was
a little bit more of a 7th and 8th grade math fan.
It was a thicker book.
Yeah.
I started getting those Hive things with the math stuff around 6th grade. You know, you break out a little bit.
Yeah.
Start itching.
No, yeah, I followed you.
6th.
I was with it.
6th.
Wow.
Terrence Gist
takes something off of it. Like it.
Somebody that big can't throw that slow. A knee locker.
And you just come with the heater right after that. Love it.
71 with a fastball.
Yeah.
A little breaking ball had to be about 55.
The pitcher, the timing with something soft.
Come back with it.
Great pitch. Strikeout for Terrence Gist. I want to remind everybody, Monday Night Football back. It's the Bengals of Cincinnati and the #1 draft pick, Jameis Winston and the Bucks. That's who they get. Preseason showdown. The rookie quarterback did not have a great preseason debut last week, but how many of them do? See if he can turn it around Monday at 8 Eastern on ESPN and, of course, SportsCenter. We'll follow with all the day's actions from the football fields and the Major League Baseball diamonds as well. Pinch hitter is Jarrett Wisman.
Former Florida State closer, Jameis Winston.
Yes, very good pitcher. Very good pitcher. Late on that is Wisman. Is this the difference? Is this a good example of a guy that's obviously not yet sort of fully polished in pitching when Wagner might be? He's more of a thrower with some good stuff.
No, I think that's true because, I mean, you can see the arm strength from Terrence. It's not quite as clean getting a home plate as we see from Cole Wagner. But sometimes it's a good thing, especially for kids this age. I mean, you know, you've already seen the power.
Yeah.
Terrence can hit it as far as anybody in this tournament. Kind of clean these mechanics up a little bit. That velocity on that fastball is just going to keep jumping. And the coaching staffs in the state of South Carolina have not missed this opportunity either. Chad Holbrook, Monty Lee. Holbrook, the head coach at South Carolina. Monty Lee, the head coach at Clemson. Already following along.
Sending them notes. Hey, make sure you guys have a good time out there. Have fun, but we're watching. In more ways than one.
Yeah.
The 1-2 pitch. High strike 3. And all of a sudden, that big offense with the 5 runs in the first is kind of mellowed out a little bit here with Gist on the mound.
Just come back and elevate the fastball. He's just rearing back and letting it go. Big T straight from center field to the bump.
Fouled out of play. Since Bradley Lewis came out of the game, Pennsylvania's just 3 for 11. We see a lot of high leg kicks. The coaching staff says we're not too technical with the kids. It kind of shows. Just be aggressive, get a pitch to hit, try to get ahead, and then go.
Yes, sir. Took something off of it again. Got the good breaking ball just to mix it up. And I like the way he moves on the mound even before he starts pitching there. Cal.
Just getting ready.
Yeah.
There you go. Switch him up. No, switch him up.
There, I was like, nah, man. He goes, if I have a scuff on it, I'm keeping it.
I like that. No, I'm good. I'm good. Still has seams on it.
Weiser way past the 12 years. That one misses.
Now Terrence can ask for that ball back if he wants it. An umpire put it back in it. Yeah, he kept it in his pocket. Hey, I'll switch that up. Get back to me.
How about striking out the side? Terrence Gist gets it done. And when we come back, we'll get a chance to see Terrence Gist at the plate in all his big power. The big bats for Taylor, South Carolina, coming up when we return. Aerial coverage brought to you by DirecTV. If you call yourself a sports fan, you got to get DirecTV. It looks like a diamond, and it is. Lamity Stadium. Everyone who comes here cannot believe what a beautiful facility it is. And tonight, over 33,600 are on hand to watch. Cole Wagner pitch.
It's under control. Under control with a mid-70s fastball so far for the big left-hander Cole Wagner. A little step to the side when he starts this motion, but watch how he gets himself balanced. Plant foot down. Now we're over the top of that back leg, and then everything on towards home plate. Kid that grew 7 inches in the last year, and the left-hander has looked outstanding on the mound so far. Just the 1 hit, struck out 5, and faced the minimum through the first 3 innings.
His dad, Brett Wagner, was the first-round pick of the St. Louis Cardinals. That was in 1994, the same year that Nomar was drafted. Brett was drafted 19th overall.
I believe he was.
And you were 12?
12.
Okay, was that down?
Yep. That's Brett right there. He's got a twin brother. They operate a batting practice facility, so these kids get a chance to hit year-round in Pennsylvania. Count goes to 1-1. Lemonade, Gabe Lehman. Off the end of the bat. And now 1-2. Gage Lemonade. Not Gabe, but Gage. Like Gage and DeSoto back from the 51 days. Came right from the source. 75% pitches have been strikes, 30 of 40 for Cole Wagner. Off his foot in the box, so it'll be a foul ball. Good battle by Gage.
Left on left, that's not too easy to stay in there against this either.
Nope.
Gage isn't going anywhere.
Oh, Aaron Boone crushed
He's
that last
trying
night.
to reach through the television set right now somewhere.
That one is going to get down. Second hit of the night as Gage Lehman goes the other way. He'll remember that for a long time. Good job, big fella. There's a $1.8 million Little League Grow the Game grant. That program created to provide local Little Leagues the resources they need to improve themselves or expand, establish a Little League softball, Challenger Division, Little League Urban Initiative programs as well. For more, go to www.littleleague.org/grow the game. And here's the relief pitcher, Braden Buffington, one of the first relief pitchers. Ouch, that's gotta hurt. Off his knee, and now two men are on.
That's a tough kid.
You got a kid throwing that hard. That's in the shin, middle of the shin. That's not. Yeah, Dad going out. Yeah, that would definitely hurt. That's going to leave a mark.
All right, here's the big fella, Terrence Gist, with Edmondson on deck. Threw that one at 73 miles an hour. Great looks from Terrence. Is that what it looks like when I throw it?
It looked like Wagner reared back a little bit on that one, huh?
Took something off it over the head of the second baseman. Lehman being waved in, and they're on the board, 6-1.
Like that swing.
Yes, especially after that fastball, because you're thinking as a hitter, he smiles like, all right, I think I have to be quicker with my bat, and then they take something off of it, but he stays on it and hits it the other way. Good job by Gist staying on that ball. Because usually after somebody throws it that hard, you're thinking I got to speed my bat up. You have a tendency to pull out, trying to speed your bat up, but he doesn't. He stays back on that. They took something off of it. Gist is fired up.
He is. He's ready to run, and he's got Alex Edmondson up, who's ready to hit. Strike one, 6-footer. Edmondson, who has thrown his last two games, both of them no-hitters. First time up, fouled a couple down the right field line, a little late. Now he's set up 0-2. With what he's done, nothing but hit. That ball is crushed, and it is a 3-run shot, and it makes it 6-4. Alex Edmondson does it again. Oh, he was so into that at-bat and so into facing Cole Wagner.
Alex Edmondson, what just a nice swing. Swinging down on the ball, head on the ball, through the zone, and a fastball. Oh, and he does not miss. That's power versus power, and Alex Edmondson wins that battle right there. For Alex Edmondson, that's number 7. 7 home runs in his last 6 games.
That's a big one live. It's about 285 feet out there. Woo, look at that face.
Love that reaction. Little fist pump afterwards. We got a ball game.
Yeah, we do. Boy, good athletes like to face against good athletes. Yep. He was so into that at bat. Terrence Gist comes over, and he's now pitching. It is a ball game now. Gist has got this thing under control. Question is, do they leave him in the game? is Ryan Sugg, the pinch hitter. Again, this is why you really need that good secondary pitch. Even at this level, the best hitters will turn around any fastball. Sugg is gone. Let's go down to Jamie.
Yeah, guys, a funny story about Alex Edmondson. He's actually friends with a bunch of the kids from the Tennessee team that was here the last couple of years, and he asked his mom if they could move to Tennessee because he wanted to come to the Little League World Series. She says, no, we're not moving to Tennessee. If you want to go, work hard, make it happen with this team. And he's been obsessed with watching all of the games from last year over and over again. Now he's here, and he's one of the highlights.
Love it. His mom, Trina. He's got brothers Tyler, 21, Marina, 20, Brandon, 18, Alora, 17, Hunter, 16. The crowd is very much into it. At least those wearing yellow shirts.
Yes.
They're on their feet.
I was talking to the coaches before the game, and we were talking about the size of the crowd that's going to be here today, and obviously pulling for Pennsylvania. And I said, well, you know what's better? When they quiet down, that means you guys are doing something really good. And it is definitely quiet.
Ball 4, tying run coming to the plate as Braden Galinsky gets walked, and he'll take a big turn there at first and put the brakes on.
Great. Hey, good job, baby.
Yeah, they're not clapping. They were so loud earlier in this game, and now all of a sudden, that's what you do when you're South Carolina. You go out there, put some runs up. Well, you get everybody thinking out
for
there.
the kids from Pennsylvania and for their fans too, they haven't seen this very often.
Nope.
I mean, they have just kind of run away from everybody they've played, but these kids from South Carolina aren't going anywhere.
Pinch hitter David Clark gets a piece of the corner, strike one. What an inning. Walk, a hit batter, a home run from Alex Edmondson. 4 runs for South Carolina. Another good pitch.
Time.
2 outs.
After the 3-run home run, Cole Wagner's gotten locked back in. A little bit extra on that fastball. Watch the eyes. Eyes stay right on that catcher, and then everything goes straight through him. Big left-hander, and I like too. Hardly any breaking balls. Few change-ups that we've seen tonight, but hardly any breaking balls. Plenty of time as he grows up to learn that pitch, but he's got great control of the fastball tonight.
Bradley Lewis up. Special pinch runner coming in. That's David Mershon. He'll go to first base.
Hey, be ready to run. 2 outs, all right?
Bradley saw that one and said, "Oh, not going to swing at it." You got to make that decision quickly, and they've been hitting it. 3 hits, 4 runs, and a strikeout. South Carolina has turned it into a baseball game in the top of the 4th inning.
Cole Wagner,
look at that.
A little frustrating. He thought he had some strikes there, but Bradley Lewis was like, no, those are balls.
That one's a strike, and it's 2-1. 5'10" against 5 foot. Nope. 3-1. that guy. Terrence, he's into this. Let's go Redland chants, now trying to drown out that invigorated South Carolina crowd. I think they're enjoying this. All right, Bradley, way to hang in here.
Bradley's fighting. Look at a 9-inch, 10-inch difference between hitter and pitcher right here.
Almost 100 pounds.
But you know what? He still has a bat in his hand.
Yes, he does.
And he's just taking it nice short to the ball.
Cole's got 27 pitches this inning, and here's the next. Strike 3, and he gets him, and Lewis goes back. But what a difference an inning can make. Top of the order came up. Lehman singled. Ryan Chapman got hit by a pitch. Gist singled. And Alex Edmondson did this. All of a sudden it's 6-4. But don't go away. Cole Wagner in Pennsylvania coming up when we come back. It's another beautiful night in Williamsport, central Pennsylvania, the Susquehanna River there. Williamsport, the city to the right, and South Williamsport, home to Howard Lombardi Stadium. As we take a look at our Honda game summary, it's been a good one. 6-4 is the score right now. We've seen some long balls. Alex Edmondson blasted a 3-run home run in the 4th inning. Cole Wagner had been so great for the first 3 and then got touched up. He's got 8 strikeouts, and for Pennsylvania, they allow a run for the first time in 16 innings. This is a pitching staff whose ERA this summer was under 1 in the 17 games they played. It was 0.65 coming in, but now we're back to the top of the order and see what Terrence Gist has for them. He has not faced any of the 3, 4, or 5 hitters in the order. Started off with Braden Coleman'sberger, a single and a strikeout. Coleman'sberger a little late on that swing. A buzz in the crowd all of a sudden. It's nice. Braden's another one of the kids from Pennsylvania who've been coming to the Little League World Series for the last 5, 6 years as a spectator. He didn't really think he'd ever play here, but he did remember asking other kids for autographs in years past. Fouls one off.
But he's probably signed a few this week.
He has, and he was a little frustrated because when he was asking a couple of years ago, he wasn't getting them. And he says, anybody that asks me, I'm signing. Lesson learned. Be nice. Oh, the G-Man, G-Money. Terrence Gist goes off speed.
4 strikeouts in a row for Terrence. We've seen this one a few times. Breaking ball that just gets its way back over the plate. Now that might be it for Terrence, but
love the little smirk.
He's been outstanding.
Yes.
Great job, team. Great job, Kip. You're on the bench. Sox coming in to pitch. Hey, somebody tell Gage to go to 3rd.
Why are they doing that, you might ask? The loser tonight will play tomorrow, and you get Gist out now. He's eligible to pitch. Everybody's loving Cole Wagner. He's coming up next. We're back, everyone. A pitching change, and Ryan Sugg gets a chance to face that guy, which isn't a lot of fun, but it's a big challenge. Cole Wagner models himself after Adrian Gonzalez. How close is he?
Well, obviously you can tell he's a little bit hunched over, more of a crouch, but when he goes through the ball, the way the bat goes through the hitting zone and his finish, very similar as they both keep their eyes on the ball. It's a beautiful swing path, and both have power to the opposite field, not always looking to pull the ball.
Now Cole is an up-the-middle guy. He bats now against Ryan Sugg in a 6-4 game. And they continue to throw him way away. And he keeps getting closer to that batter's box line, hoping for a little mistake. Hard to blame him, though. All of a sudden, it's a 2-run game.
Ooh, you have to do this, huh? If he wants to go after one that's off the plate, I mean, now it's a ball game.
Little Ryan Klesko. Remember Ryan Klesko of the Atlanta Braves? A little bit of that in there too for Cole Wagner. Klesko occasionally fell over too, like Wagner just did there.
Finish too. The top half coming off.
Yep. Wagner back on base again after a strikeout in the second inning. This guy's done some damage here. Henline has scored twice tonight. If it does get down in the outfield, watch Wagner run too. He's the fastest kid on the team. Strike to Jaden.
Get some shots tonight you'll never forget.
Jammed on that one. He swung really late. Yeah, there's a bunch of photo opportunity. This guy would be good in front of the camera. He's got great teeth. He brushes his teeth 3 times a day, but today,
great teeth.
Only twice. Known for his pearly whites. Didn't brush him before the game, he told me.
You say why? Was he superstitious, or?
Yeah, he didn't. And I said that could mess with the mojo. You didn't seem concerned. Pops that one back. His favorite baseball player is Jock Peterson of the Dodgers.
Did he not brush because he would just finish eating bacon?
It'll be a little different when you have such a home field advantage at the Little League World Series. You don't get that a lot. But there are 30,000 people out here rooting for you. 32,000 plus.
And the years that we've seen it too. I mean, remember when the Keystone Little League kids made the trek up, and I mean, that was less than 50 miles away. That second hill was packed the whole time.
They had 41,000 that year. 32 tonight. Henline is gone, and he almost falls down swinging at that one. All right, Ryan Sugg doing a good job.
We were talking about the advantage that Pennsylvania has. I was talking to J.K. Coleman'sberger before the game, and he was just talking about how even the parents, how they can sleep in their own beds, go to work, and come back and forth. So they have that luxury.
This is good to see. Ethan Phillips, who had that double and seemed to hurt himself running into second base, is back up for him. He's their version of Kirby Puckett. That's what they say. Braden Galinsky took that one off of his wrist, so he's going to shake that off. His glove's down here behind home plate.
Yeah, he didn't need that for a minute. I think that got the bare hand. Catch long enough, you'll catch a few of those in that throwing hand. I think it just kind of slid away from behind a glove or behind his back. It's always the ones that nobody really sees that hurt the most back behind the plate.
Right. All right, Ethan, his nickname is Meatball. His uncle gave it to him when he was a kid, and it stuck. Called strike. Seemed to tweak his leg when he stepped on first base in that first inning double. little gamesmanship. You don't have to pitch to Cole Wagner, and all of a sudden you can get a baseball game out of a Pennsylvania team. Back up the middle, off of Sugg, and stepped on. Edmondson gets it. Look at this team from South Carolina. They're all fired up. We got ourselves a baseball game as we head to the 5th inning, 6-4 Pennsylvania.
Summertime, summertime, summertime. I gotta get that feeling. Summertime, summertime, summertime. Cold in the summertime. Summertime, summertime, summertime.
Look at the emotion that we're seeing tonight, and we're seeing it from both sides, Pennsylvania and all their fans. And Alex Edmondson with that big home run, 6-4, and a really good ball game. Top of the 5th inning, Pennsylvania leading South Carolina by 2. Cole Wagner back on the mound, and Kyle Peterson, Nomar Garcia-Parra, Carl Ravitch up here in the booth. We've been joined by David Belisle, the former coach of Cumberland, Rhode Island, who has been with us, me at the regionals, and all of us here at the Little League World Series in Williamsport. And he'll join us in just 1 second. Brock Myers, he's a pinch hitter who steps in and looks at a called strike. More heat, 72 big miles an hour.
We're feeling all right out there.
Batting in the number 8 spot in the lineup, and the top of the order did all the damage, so they'll come up again. Strike 3. All right, so David, before you take off, we know your time with us is coming to an end. It's been a pleasure having you. Have you enjoyed it? And you got your son here. By the way, a great waffle maker. Noticed that this morning.
Well, on behalf of the Belisle family, especially myself and John, I just want to thank ESPN family for giving Johnny and I an opportunity to rekindle some great memories from my family. And I want to thank Matt, I know you're listening, and all the ESPN crew for just giving me the opportunity. It's been special, it's been real, and before I shed a tear, I just want to say thank you. It was a pleasure. You guys make it so easy.
It's been a pleasure having you here, and you really added a great deal.
Yeah, I think we're the lucky ones to have you.
Thank you. You did a great justice to this great game, and I'll leave you on that note. Thank God for Little League Baseball.
I hear you.
And thank God for the job you guys do. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
I really
We'll stay in touch,
Awesome,
David. Johnny, take care, buddy.
Great having you. Johnny, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, buddy.
Thanks, Carl.
School this week. Get to work now.
Gage Lehman. That one's to left. Could be trouble. And after kind of moving in and out, Zach Soy makes the catch. 2 down. Ryan Chapman bats. Swing and a miss.
That was awesome, by the way, having him there. I mean, Ravi, I know you got a chance to work with David for a few days, but that's a neat guy, and this place, you know, it's so important to he and his family. That was fun.
Yep. All 8 pitches this inning have been strikes for Cole Wagner.
Kyle, working with him, I mean, you can just tell how much he just loves this. And every kid he was rooting for.
Popped up and out of play. There was some great significance to him to be back here. Yep. Of course, his wife passed after the Little League World Series. She was fighting cancer, came here to watch the Cumberland team last year. And being with his son back here meant a lot to him. And he was terrific. Foul ball, late call.
There you go, young man. There you go. Hey.
Watch how close this one was. Had that spin back towards the infield almost. Gist and Edmondson are on deck. At the very least, they'll come to the plate in the 6th. Back up the middle. One of them's going to come to the plate now. Little 2-out bingo there for Ryan Chapman.
Chapman is shaking his hands a little bit because that got in on him a little bit off the hands, but he stayed on it, took it right back up the middle. Especially being down with 2 strikes. This was a good job by Chapman right there. Yeah, let me tell you something. Yeah, when you get it off the hands or you get jammed a little bit, it hurts. But when it's a base hit, it doesn't hurt quite as much.
With Edmondson on deck, huge batter, Gist. Called strike, wow.
Oof. I don't know about that one. Didn't just get right back in there. Didn't hardly react, now he's ready to go.
I got 2 more.
That's by, and down to second base goes Chapman. And a single could bring him in, so that's a big 60-foot advancement. Call it a pass ball. First ball that he has thrown in his last 13 pitches. Terrence hit one over the light tower in his first game.
I guess in his last at bat did a good job on that off-speed kind of change-up that Wagner threw him, and he took it to right center. I wonder if Wagner's thinking about that and say, I don't know if I want to throw that change-up. I might just go with him just with the heater the entire time.
The other thing is he's not going to be able to finish the game. He's throwing his 80th pitch tonight. He is. Talk about being pounded in.
I like Gist a lot because you see him, he just looks so raw, but there's just confidence in everything he does.
Got everybody on their feet now. Both sides.
Fouled. What a great matchup with Edmondson on deck, who homered against Wagner. Whatever level baseball, this is as good as it gets. Three and 2. I don't think he wants to walk him.
It's a good idea, though. Good idea.
Three-2.
I'll tell you what, if he can foul off 2 more pitches,
I was thinking the same thing.
they would have to take, and he gets on, if he fouls off 2 more pitches and he gets on, they'd have to take him out. And Edmondson would face someone else. There it is. Now he knows if he gets on, this is his final pitch.
Look at Alex Edmondson screaming from the dugout. 9th pitch coming. And the last one for Wagner tonight. He got him. What a way to end the night for Cole Wagner. That's his 85th pitch, and it was a huge one as he got Gist to chase, and he's not too upset about it. He knows he just went through a great battle with a big fella. 6-4, we're heading to the bottom of the 5th with Pennsylvania on top by 2. What a great night and a really good game. Pennsylvania leading South Carolina 6-4. Both of these teams will play again, win or lose, as they each come into tonight 1-0, and you can see the huge crowd enjoying it as we recap what's gone on so far. First inning, a 5 spot for Pennsylvania. Everybody was pulling the ball and hitting it down the line. We saw that first Ethan Phillips double, and then they kept tacking on. Adam Kramer delivered a single. They got 5. Second inning, it continued a little bit. Jaden Henline came in on the Chayton Krause shot. 4th inning, that was when the noise was made by Alex Edmondson. Hit a 285-foot home run. Look at that reaction. Wow! They got 4, and we stand 6-4. Cole Wagner just struck out Terrence Gist in a huge battle. And that was the last pitch that Wagner could throw. The winner of this one will advance to the United States semifinal game Wednesday. You can watch that at 8 Eastern time on ESPN. They will play the winner of the Texas-California game. Losing team plays Kentucky Monday at 4 Eastern Time on ESPN. So you're right back at it if you lose tonight. This guy's been a very good hitter tonight, Chayton Krause. Double and a single. Wow, called strike. This is an inning, if you're South Carolina, you just want to keep it at 2. You don't want to give up anything. And while they all can hit, you don't have to deal with Wagner or Henline. Good pitch there. Another one. Ryan Sogg getting it done. Tomorrow after the Bengals and Bucks square off, Monday Night Football. Reminder, stick around for a SportsCenter nightcap. They'll recap the game and catch everyone up on the latest from the Major League Baseball Diamonds. We got a Monday night game, of course, here, and an NFL game. SportsCenter after Monday Night Football with John and John. Butcher, Gross, and Anderson. Two of the best to give you the day in sports. Now Bailey Wirt steps in. 10 for 26 this summer. How about a 10 for 26, 385, 2-homer average, and you can't crack it.
It's this spot, though. Coming on late in the ball game.
Hard hit to second, and yeah, that was gobbled up the second baseman Mershon, and down goes Wirt at first as he tried to hit that ball hard.
First base has got a couple of those Pennsylvania players, hasn't it? Saw Phillips go around and hurt himself around in first, and that ball, he just rushed right at the second baseman there, Mershon. And then we see, and they get tripped up over there. And they get those feet going a little bit faster than they can go.
Plus, now we got a uniform clean.
Yep.
Cam Walter, a pinch hitter. Special pinch runner coming in. Be careful over there. It's a little slippery.
Make it quick.
Dylan Rodenhaber.
Oh, wow. I'll tell you what, you got somebody down right now. Mershon's a little upset or something, depressed, and you see is Greg Galinsky trying to get him. And then, oh, look at that. Terrence Gist coming all the way from center field. Say, hey, listen, don't get down. That was a tough play. Get your catcher back behind home plate. You can see everything. Then Terrence, who's had a smile on his face for 8 hours, comes in.
That one gets by, and Rodenhaber goes down to second. I mean, I want Gist on my team. He's coming in from center field. That's beautiful. His reaction after that last strikeout was, I can't wait for my next chance.
Yeah.
Don't forget Alex Edmondson, that shortstop, is coming up leading off the 6th inning. Well, he's got his 7 homers in his last 6 games.
Galinsky wanted that one.
These kids from Taylor, South Carolina are into it.
They are. They know they're still, I mean, it's only 2 runs. That's it. They've done an unbelievable job. We talked about Pennsylvania. They got the crowd behind them. 32,000 strong. You see what they've done to get here to the Little League World Series with the 83 home runs. And they are not out of it yet.
That's a strike. Yeah, we saw this with California. They went consecutive innings without scoring today, which is something that they just don't do. Pennsylvania has now gone 2 innings without scoring a run. Having a little issue out there with second base and trying to stick it on the base.
Just thinking about it, I mean, you look at the guys that came in for South Carolina. Braden Buffington, Terrence Gist, now Ryan Sogg. I mean, they've done a tremendous job.
They've been great. That's Jaden Henline who's running in. He's going to pitch the 6th inning, it appears, for Pennsylvania. As Cole Wagner has exceeded or reached the pitch limit, so he's got to be taken out. Walter, that one's trouble. No, it's not. Edmondson gets it, and a double play. That'll do it for Pennsylvania. 3 straight innings and no runs across. Good pitching, Ken control, good hitting. Edmondson chased it down and starts the double play. ESPN's coverage of the Little League World Series is presented by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes cereal. They're great. And in part by Subway Restaurants. Longtime sponsor of Little League Baseball, Subway. Play hard, eat fresh. And T-Mobile, switch to the Data Strong Network. We're coming back, 6th inning of a 6-4 baseball game. Welcome back, everyone. It's now time for today's Vision Works, building a better player.
Hey, I'm with Walker from Team California, who has big-time power. We're going to show you a good drill with 2 tees to really work on that swing path. Go ahead, buddy. My buddy Chris Burke showed me this, and that swing path is so key. So we're short to the baseball, but then our second tee is even higher. So the finish is really working on a good high finish after we get to the ball. One more without a baseball on there. Good swing through, good high finish. Look at the head stay right on the baseball. That's how you hit 6 home runs in regionals. I bet we see more this week.
We did see one already from Mr. Lana, but we saw another one tonight, and this kid can flat out hit no more. I mean, that's a 6', 12-year-old right there. Copyright Chris Burke on the drill, but you know swings a lot better than I am. We've seen some really good ones this week.
That's a swing path. I just love it, where he's got his hands up, the barrel's up, and you just see the barrel did not drop. I mean, he didn't have a loop in his swing. He took it from where his hands were, above his head, straight to the hitting zone, and then had a nice finish afterwards.
He's up now, 4 for 6, 2 homers and 6 RBIs. The new pitcher is Jaden Henline, who pitched Friday. Gave you 2 1/3 innings. Off-speed pitch misses. In those 2 1/3, he gave up no runs. He struck out 5, and he got the win. Just missed it. He popped it sky high. Kubler and the second baseman are out there, and attaboy, Jake Kubler stuck with it, and he made the play, and he just missed that one. And he knows it.
I jumped out of my seat, Carl, on that one. I thought he sat back on that great, hit that one sky high. Kubler staying with it wasn't easy when it gets that high. That might have been above the lights and then coming back into the lights.
That's a huge out for Pennsylvania. And now Ryan Sugg, who's done a really good job on the mound, looks at a called strike. Henline fires another one. The winner off until Wednesday and 1 win away. Likely he will start. Quick pitch there. Likely he will start on Wednesday if he can get through this. Fewer than 35. Jammer. If they can continue to win, though, and they can get Alex Edmondson back on a mound, that would change everything, because he's probably been the best pitcher we've seen here on the United States side for sure. One out away from moving on to the Wednesday U.S. semifinal. Little League wants to thank the volunteers who spend countless hours every year in communities around the globe, making the program a special experience for millions of Little Leaguers. And also say thank you to Easton Baseball and Spalding to help maintain, strength, and leadership of the Little League programs. Braden Galinsky, last chance for South Carolina. the ground. Knocked down. Throw to first. Safe. Ball was dropped. They stay alive. He had a lot of roadblocks in front of him, and that may have blocked Wagner's ability to see the ball. Coleman'sberger ended up getting it after Henline had it go off his glove.
Once it hit his glove right there, that one would slowed it down. That's a tough play now all around because you got the second baseman now throwing behind his body. The first baseman doesn't know where it's coming from.
Over the top of the pitcher's head. Other than that, there was nothing going on in that play.
Exactly.
Still alive for Ben Tumblin. In the dirt, and it kind of hangs right there behind Caden Pfeiffer. They need to get 2 to force a bottom of the 6th. And what a pleasure it's been tonight. You're watching the Little League World Series presented by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. Next one to Ben Tumblin. That's through the hole. South Carolina's got 2 aboard here in the 6th.
Oh, I love it. South Carolina. What I love about South Carolina throughout this, they were down 6-0, and we have not seen the energy change from the beginning of the game. They have been excited. They've been up the entire time, even when they're down. And here they are, still fighting.
I love it. They're an easy group to like. They are so into it. They were down 6-0 into the 4th inning, and it's as if this is a tie game. Well, Chris Bryant homered today, his favorite player. Let's see if David Mershon can get a hold of one. Swing and a miss. And get that dirt on those hands. Here we go. And Mershon now, he's in a 2-strike situation. And the Redland crowd, all of them, including those out on the hill beyond the fences, now on their feet. Outside, 2-2. Good effort out there by Soy. He couldn't get to it. Hey, a little roller, a little slow roller down the third baseline could cause some problems. Rodenhaber is playing fairly deep. Love the faces on all these kids from South Carolina. They're just into it.
This is a fun night, boys. This was fun. I can only imagine how much fun those kids are having on the field.
Here's the 2-2. No, he called it a ball.
Definitely held up, too. They might ask. They're going to ask.
No. Good call. Look at this. He held it.
Oh, yeah, he did.
All right, we got a payoff pitch. Oh, good job spoiling it. David Mershon, they've been battlers, these South Carolina kids. Another one. Making headline work. He's thrown 19 pitches. And this is the bottom of the order. And given the size of Edmondson and Gist, these are the little guys on the team. Ninth pitch of this at bat.
There you go. That little quick pitch on him, too.
Yeah,
he still can't get it by.
He did. Mershon's like, no, I'm right here. Foul that off.
5 feet, 92 pounds of David Mershon continues to battle. Way outside, and he forced a walk.
Great at bat by Mershon. I know all of these fans didn't like the call, but that definitely was way outside, and that was just a tremendous effort by Mershon to keep this inning alive. Now you got a base hit, possibly tying this game.
Look at that. Look at that. It's like, what is happening? How cool is this? Now Brock Myers, another one of those 5-footers, 5'2", 98 pounds. Right field, and deep and over the head of the right fielder, Kubler. One runs in, here comes the tying run and the go-ahead run. We're all safe in a triple. And South Carolina has the lead. Brock Myers, the hero tonight. Oh, it's beautiful.
Great is this game, man.
Oh, my goodness. This was so exciting. I'm sorry. I'm jumping out of my chair. He's coming up. They're fighting. They're down to their last strike. And Brock Myers comes up big with that triple, clearing the bases. South Carolina now in the lead.
And now Gage Lehman, we're back to the top of the order. There's a strike.
That's 8-9 in the order, and neither one of those kids started this ball game. Both came off the bench. Mershon works the walk to stay alive, and Brock Myers triple to right field gives South Carolina the lead.
How about his at bat?
Yeah.
10 pitches in that at bat. He kept fouling him off. Guy before him, and then he comes up. That's a fight right here from South Carolina. Brock Myers, a triple. Right up here. You good? Right over there, right over the head of the researcher. Look at Pennsylvania right now. They don't want to look. Uncharted territory for a team that's unbeaten this summer. Back up the middle. The lead is going to be 2 runs. Gabe Lehman delivers a single. 8-6 Carolina.
Second hit of the night for Gage. That one bigger than the first. 2 outs. South Carolina down 2 runs, and they're not done yet. Take the lead on the swing before this, and Gage Lehman extends that lead to 2.
Gage has been really clutch. And that South Carolina dugout and their fans are going crazy. Ryan Chapman with Terrence Gist on deck. 1-1. Pennsylvania will get a chance in the bottom of the 6th. They'll go 8-9-1 and Wagner. Good off-speed pitch. There have been several clutch 2-strike hits in this top half of the 6th inning. 4 runs across. And he gets out of it, but not before South Carolina. Taylor's South Carolina Little Leaguers have brought them to their feet. All of them. They haven't won anything yet. They got to slow down that offense. 8-6 though. Brock Mockers and the rest of them raising their hands and showing their teeth. Bottom of the 6th coming up when we come back. So everyone says, what do you love about the Little League World Series? Things like this. Gist with his arm around the pitcher, Ryan Sog, who's going to the mound. And just unbridled enthusiasm and joy on the kids from South Carolina as they put a 4 spot up on Big Bad Pennsylvania and all their fans here tonight. Last 3 innings, they have gone 8 for 16. It was the bottom part of the order that delivered in the 6th. But now they got to settle themselves down because this is no easy out. Good hitters across the board for Pennsylvania. First pitch to Caden Pfeiffer is a strike. Well, this is a Pennsylvania team that, as we talked about, in 17 games had a .459 batting average. They had outscored their opponents 262-13, and they have not had a hit since the 2nd inning. That's impossible. Pfeiffer, it's a 1-run game, 8-7 as he goes deep to right, and look at Pennsylvania come charging out of the dugout. They heard you. It's impossible.
I just ignored the leg kick and I just watched the way the bat goes through the zone. You know, high leg kick doesn't matter, but watch this. Stays on it, going the other way.
Look at the back foot off the ground in contact.
Oh, I love it. Yes, the excitement.
Cole Wagner, big 22, is the first guy out of that dugout. He's now 2 batters away as they'll go 9-1 and then back to the top. No easy task for Ryan Sog. In the regionals, Ryan pitched just 1/3 of an inning. Now he's out here trying to close this thing out. You wouldn't know there are 30,000 rooting for Pennsylvania. The South Carolina crowd very loud. Feels like an elimination game, but it's not. Both of these teams play again and still in contention for titles.
Okay, well, I can't help that.
The count's 0-2.
He's flashing to the scoreboard operator to get the count right.
Looking up there, you're messing me up.
Shows where his head's at, though. He is into it. Sog's got a good breaking ball.
Did a good idea with it, too. Braden Galinsky is a blast to watch back behind home plate. I mean, we're framing it up 12 inches out, just in case. We're going to give him a good look.
Well, if we're thinking ideal worlds, and you know Wagner's coming up, they'd really like to get him up there with nobody on base. Which means you're going to have to get the next 2 guys out. And now we go 3-2.
Good at bat by Kramer. Finds himself 0-2, now works the count 3-2.
Yeah, Braden Galinsky, he's gone all Salvador Perez on us. He's out there. He's talking to his pitcher. He's in charge. What a game tonight. 4 runs in the top of the 6th inning for the team from South Carolina to grab an A6 lead and a leadoff home run in the bottom of the 6th from Caden Pfeiffer to make it 8-7. And a walk. Now we're living dangerously. Little League free-based training on the web, resources for its local leagues, coaches, and parents. It launches in 2015. Little League will introduce Little League University, an interactive video-based training experience. Visit littleleagueu.org for more information. Braden Coleman'sberger, a .477 hitter during the postseason, if you will. He singled and struck out twice. He's got 5 home runs, and another one tonight will end it. We're going to call that a strike. Cole Wagner on deck. Ripped into right field. It's going to get down. Cut off out there. Coleman'sberger to second. This one gets away, and we'll hold everybody there and bring up Wagner with second and third occupied and first base open. Clutch hit from Braden Coleman'sberger.
Talked about the fight in South Carolina. There's a lot of fight in Pennsylvania as well going up there. Big at bat.
You knew with this offense, if they went down, they weren't going to go down quiet.
No.
Hey, nothing hurt. Hey, we're still in good shape. We get 2 outs, we win the game. David's going to come in and slam the door for us, okay? You did a good job. Hustle out. You did a great job, dude.
He did a great job. The entire team has done a great job tonight, whether it be relief pitching or clutch hitting down the stretch. I assume with first base open and Wagner up, we're walking him, right?
Yeah, I think that's safe.
Yeah, I think even if third base was open, any base was open, you'd walk the bases loaded with him coming up. But how about you go, all right, David, you're going to come in. And oh, by the way, you're just going to face Cole Wagner. You all right? Go get him. Here you go.
It's just fun. I mean, it's just fun to watch these kids go back and forth and the 10-pitch at bat, and then we're tripling over the right fielder's head with the first at bat of the game. It's just fun and stuff like that the whole night.
Terrence Gist has been arm in arm with everybody on the team. That's Ryan Chapman out there. You can just tell how much they enjoy being a part of it.
Kids from South Carolina are so excited. They got 10 on the field right now. Nobody wants to come off.
They're like, we're in this together. I am a big fan of Terrence Gist.
Yeah.
Well, they couldn't have asked for anything more. All the 32,000 folks that came here.
That's the win and run. Do or die. Do or die. Talk to them.
There's emotion everywhere right now. He wants the infield in because that runner on second base is the winning run.
Outfield in.
So he's going to load the bases.
They're good. They're good. You're what? No. All right, you're in on the grass, okay? Then we'll have a force out at 4. Remind Mershon, on the grass. Hey, listen to me. We're throwing him 4 balls, okay?
And that is a lot. That's a lot easier said than done too, especially with the base runner at third. You can't bounce it. I do like Galinsky behind the plate. But Wagner's going to get walked, and they're going to basically bring all.
And he will crawl all over this too, because if it's anywhere close,
he wins the game by getting it past the infield. But that's what you got to do. I know it's Little League and no one likes to see it, but
there's no choice here.
Nobody out, and the base is loaded for Pennsylvania. Jaden Henline coming up. The winner will play Wednesday. They get some days off. The losing team will play Kentucky tomorrow at 4 Eastern time, which feels like it's an hour from now. This offense started 6 for 11. They went 0 for 10 and now 2 for 2. Henline, extra base hit, wins it.
Oh, good block by Galinsky.
Tonight, Jaden Henline walked, singled, and struck out. You've got to throw a strike.
You know, it is hard, especially if you're a kid in this situation. You bring them in a ball game, and you got to throw 4 balls to start.
Yep.
And the mentality is just a little different.
Rip down the line. That's going to do it. Jaden Henline wins it for Pennsylvania as they rally in the bottom of the 6th and move on to the semifinal. They're going crazy. What a game. Never say die on both sides. That's entertaining.
Yep. Both sides should be very proud. What a great game. Both of them right to the end. Love the energy.
Look at Gist right now. He's in the middle of it all, hugging Wagner.
He's hugged everybody in both uniforms, I think, at this point. I mean, you want that kid on your side. I know that.
Yeah, and he knows he'll get another chance, as will this entire team. They'll be back at it tomorrow at 4 Eastern. This was the Rip City double down the line, and the extra base hit ended it with no chance to do anything. And hey, Pennsylvania tonight showed they're a lot more than just Cole Wagner.
Yeah, they did. And how about Jaden Henline, too, who's out there, and you know, for a kid that does not give up a lot of runs, gives up a 4 spot in the top half of that inning, then has the ability to end it with the bat.
Well, I would not count South Carolina out of this tournament at all, especially with Alex Edmondson kind of looming. If they can win tomorrow, he's looming. Let's go down to Jamie. Jamie?
Well, guys, talk about redemption. You're on the mound, you give up the lead, and then you have a chance to come up and win the game for your team. How does that feel?
Oh, it is amazing. I can't believe came back and won. All those guys, they were fighting all their at-bats, just won it.
And what about this atmosphere? I mean, this was like a home game for you guys. So many fans came out to watch you guys play baseball. What's that feeling like?
It's awesome. It just helps us get motivated so that if we're down like we were today, we can get back up on our feet and just play as hard as we can.
And now you're 2-0, and you get to play again later in the week. That's got to feel good.
Yeah.
All right, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jamie, very much. There are the teeth, the smile of Jaden Henline.
Might only brush 2 times a day from now on.
And I'll tell you, a good head of hair.
You would notice that. Really, congratulations to both teams tonight. Yeah. What an outstanding game. As South Carolina scored 4 in the top of the 6th and gave up 3 in the bottom of the 6th. So that's what it looks like now. Texas will be the team that faces this Pennsylvania club Wednesday. Terrence Gist and company will get another chance tomorrow at 4 Eastern time, and you know they'll be ready. Our final score here tonight, 9-8 in favor of Lewisberry, Pennsylvania. They're now 2-0 and 1 win away from the United States Championship game. Little League coverage continues tomorrow, noon Eastern time. Please join us then. It'll be on ESPN, a game between Oregon and the Dominican Republic. For Kyle Peterson, Nomar Garcia-Parra, Jamie Sire, another thanks to Dave Belisle. I'm Carl Ravitch. NHRA drag racing next, and you'll see the Major League game, Pirates-Giants on ESPN.